Dude, Keith Stone, dude, that's my man, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It tastes like Sprite.
Tastes like Sprite?
Yeah, to me, it
feel-
tastes like Sprite.
I
It's
feel like it tastes like dirt water.
that's when you're wrong.
Doo
Mark.
doo.
That was good.
I don't know. I mean, I can't talk too much. My favorite is Camo Black Ice, the one with the 3 X's on there, and it's more. It's not a flavor thing. It's more of a bang for your buck kind of thing. Damn. Like you can get a 40 of that for under $2, right? And it's 13.5%.
Damn, dude.
That's gnarly, dude.
It's a killer.
Yep, see, that's my favorite cheap beer.
I was gonna say like PBR or Rainier or something, since I'm in Seattle here, but that's like a step below cheap beer. That's like shit beer. This is like you know what I mean, like cheap beer and then Keystone and black, whatever the fuck, Black Ice or some shit.
I don't know, man. I think it's more of a business decision, right? You're spending $2 on one thing of alcohol, and you're set for the night. You don't need anything else. It's gonna get you to where you need to be.
That is true. See, if I'm doing that, I'd go for like an OE, you know, like an Old English, like a malt liquor, and just I don't know, do something stupid to drink that real quick.
You're criticizing us for Keystone Light and whatever Tyler said, and you have OE right there, dude.
I won't go for an OE as my cheap beer, but just the difference in what we thought cheap beer was what was complicated to me. Because
I mean, cheap beer is more of an idea rather than an actual thing.
It's subjective, you know.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah, my cheap beer of choice is a Fat Tire.
Yeah,
there's somebody out there that would say that.
There
like
is.
My cheap beer is a Blue Moon, just a Blue Moon with an orange slice. That's I'm on a budget kind of drinking, you know.
Just naming all these like hard IPAs, just like what? How much is cheap to you? I don't know, 20.
Yeah, anything under 25 is cheap. Okay, let's start the show. We're the
speaking of cheap. No,
speaking of cheap. How about the Secret Jocks podcast, the cheapest basketball podcast this side of the Mississippi? I'm Tyler. We got Ralph.
What's up?
And we got Greg.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, wow.
How are y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about you, man?
Pretty good. Got basketball coming tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, dog. Fuck yes.
Sir.
Can't believe it, man. Only 2 months, and that's all we had to wait. It's awesome. A little scared for COVID, but
yeah,
selfishly excited to watch some basketball again.
Yeah,
balls life, baby, balls.
Yeah, it's true. Ball could cost your life, I guess.
Shit, dude. Shit. Yeah, dude. COVID's gonna run rampant through the NBA this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we saw how it happened in the NFL and like college sports and stuff like that. Yeah, there's no escaping it, especially with no bubble.
Totally, man. Someone was I think it was All the Smoke podcast I was listening to, but they were saying that the bubble definitely shouldn't have that asterisk, but this upcoming season potentially might, if like so many people are gonna be missing and shit from COVID. Like NBA is a lot shorter season than NFL, but shit, if you're missing so much, it changes things.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. Yeah, if a bunch of teams have to cancel games because they just don't have enough people available, definitely should be an asterisk next to this for sure. Especially if you're having to run like G League teams the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
You think they'll take an L, or are they just going to postpone it and move it to a later day?
They'll probably postpone it, move it back to the bubble. I think, like, one, the NBA doesn't want to lose any more money than they already did.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like, they know that it'll work. Like, if they have to pause the season for a month and then move it to the bubble, like, they could probably make it happen. So I don't see them taking the L and canceling the season. Like, they'll finish it one way or another.
They should
I
have
also,
just started with that in the first place. I mean,
yeah, I
Yup.
kind of agree.
They
I
had
don't see
it
the
worked.
I don't see the players being down to do that though. Again, I feel like they'd be
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, probably not. They would probably rather just like get COVID and then come back in a week or two and play
Totally.
again. So yeah, we'll probably see a lot of cases, or we'll see a bubble. I think that's just going to be what happens. It's inevitable. Maybe they move the playoffs to the bubble. I'm not sure.
Who knows, man? Who fucking knows?
Right. Uh, but other than like the preseason starting tomorrow, it's been a pretty slow week for the NBA. I think the only bit of news was James Harden adding a couple more teams to his wish list. So we already knew about the Nets. We knew about who was it? Philly. And so the two teams he's added are the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks to his wish list of teams to go to. All of them he considers contenders, which is cool. And then they're all in the East too, which I find is interesting. Trying to get out of the West, I think it's the Damian Lillard effect. That's just me.
Love it.
He saw what happened to Westbrook. He doesn't want the same to happen to him. But Ralph, how do you feel about these teams that he added, and where do you see him being like the best fit?
I don't know, man. I would say the Bucks, just because they have an MVP over there. So if he ever gets out of line, Giannis can just carry both of them, and then like his defensive player of the year, and be like, fall in line, man. This is my team. type of thing. But it's a wish list. Like I have like 15 cars on my wish list. I'll never get any of them. Like I don't think he'll get what he wants out of this, but we'll see.
Totally. Greg, you got any thoughts or a team that you want him to be traded to?
Well, it's funny. He's just asking for contenders. That's the only thing I took away from it. It's just like, you fucking dog, dude. You can't win a chip on your own team, so you're gonna go somewhere else, man. But he's good enough to do it. What I did think was funny though was I was like 20 minutes before recording this episode, I was watching YouTube, and ESPN did an interview with Jimmy Butler because I guess he liked that photo. It was James Harden's newest teams, and the Heat was on there. So he fucking liked it on Instagram. And the week is so slow in the NBA that ESPN made like a 7-minute video about Jimmy Butler's reactions and why he liked that photo. I don't think he's going to the Heat though. That's all I'm saying. After watching that, I don't think James Harden's going there.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, I mean, I read in the same kind of like context that the Heat will not give up Tyler Hero for James Harden, which I think speaks volumes to
Totally, man.
To what they expect from him in the coming years, which is pretty cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Imagine you're just like some 19-year-old kid. You are in the league for 1 year. You do the snarl, you get to the finals, and then your team won't trade you for James Harden. Like that's got to be a huge confidence boost. Yep. I want to see him go to the Sixers though. Personally, I'm sticking with that. I think he'd be fun. I think he'd be fun on the Bucks, but I think watching James Harden and Joel Embiid in the pick and roll would be super fun. Plus, their personalities are both insane. And I think that would also be enjoyable from a fan perspective.
I love it, man. So, I'd have to jump on that choice with you as well. The 76ers would be a fun one to watch.
Yeah. And it'd be cool to see them actually be a true contender. I mean, I think they're up there, but they're not winning a chip anytime soon.
They got a decent squad, though, man. Like, I don't know. I can't even say who is on it solidly right now, but I feel like they upgraded in this offseason.
Yeah, 3-time NBA champ Danny Green.
That's it. That's what it was.
Forcing Ben Simmons to
shoot
they
got Seth Curry too, right?
Yeah, they did get Seth Curry.
That's pretty sick.
They did get better. Their bench definitely got a lot better, and they got some more.
They got rid of Horford too.
No, they still did. Oh wait, did they? Where's Horford at?
He's on fucking OKC, isn't he?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Damn, they are so much better now. Never
mind.
They
moved around a couple pieces, where I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they could definitely Damn. Okay. Never mind. I changed. I'm gonna walk this back. They're contenders for sure.
I think
That's
they're
a
in a good
pretty
spot,
solid
man.
team.
And all that cap space they're freeing up from getting rid of Horford, like wasn't his thing was huge.
Yeah, like 27 mil a year.
Yeah,
I think.
dude.
Oof. That's a big oof.
Let OKC deal with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, maybe they'll get Boston Horford though. That would be kind of cool.
Man. Yeah, it'd be tight.
That would be tight. Yeah, so like we were talking about, there's not a lot of news that's worth going over this week. So I think what we're gonna do for this episode is do a little like preseason prediction, award prediction. So I think we're gonna run through all the awards here. Maybe we'll write them down and compare and contrast in the summer and see how wrong or how big brained NBA fans we are.
Ooh, we should pick one real quick and we should do end of the season bet on one of our choices. Because we're doing the bet shit now. The bet shit's fun.
That's right.
That's true. Ralph, are you writing down all the bets? Because I was trying to remember from Monday.
All I remember is the $2 bet I have with Greg.
Detroit Pistons making it in the second round.
And you and I betting with
we had like
food.
2 bets. Yeah.
With food, and that's for the seating, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was one where like
whoever pulls from half court and makes it first.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. And then we'll have to wear whatever the guy wants us to wear the next.
That's right. Okay. Look at that. You're on it.
Yeah,
okay.
Dude. Fucking universe brain, dude. That's me.
You're that meme where the dude is laying in bed, but the bed is his brain.
And using it as a blanket. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Let's do MVP. Let's do some high staked one for the bet. So
sounds good.
So towards the end, we'll announce our MVP predictions, and we'll base the bet around that.
Why don't we do just like whoever gets the most right?
Oh yeah, okay. Let's do that. Yeah.
That way we could tally it up, and there could be like tiebreakers. And
I think you got to hold on to all these records then until next year.
Yeah, I got mine written down right here, baby.
That's fair. Can I see that piece of paper real quick?
Yeah. Do you mind?
Just how big it is? That's a post-it note. Nice. It looked like a crumpled up like McDonald's wrapper or some shit.
It's actually a receipt.
I like it. It sounds good.
All right, I love it. Let's get it rolling. So we're gonna start with the most improved player of the year. Greg, why don't you kick us off?
Okay. I did this. I'm gonna have one real answer, then some real quick honorary mentions, if that's cool.
Yeah,
so,
I love it.
Okay, so my most improved, I'm gonna go with RJ Barrett. On New York, he kind of, he's had one. I think he was a rookie last year, or was it 2 years ago?
Last year, last year.
Yeah, he has a team to run with. That's kind of my thought there. My honorary mentions are Markelle Fultz on the Magic, because he is the same shot. He is a real shot that I think he could do it. De'Aaron Fox on the Kings, like he's quick as fuck. He has his own team. And then I think someone on the Bulls still. I think either Zach LaVine or Kobe White. I think one of those motherfuckers are going to kill it this year. But RJ Barrett.
I don't dislike the choice. I think you make a good point. Like, he's coming into his second year. The Knicks didn't really, like load up on vets or whatever, so they're going to have to rely on young guys, and RJ Barrett was their young guy that they played a lot last year. I think that's a fair choice. I like it.
We'll see.
I think you're wrong, but but I do like it. I think he could definitely, who knows, maybe he'll get it and I'll have to eat my words, but I think he'll definitely be in talks for sure.
Fuck yes. All right, prove me wrong. Someone prove me wrong.
Aren't rookies supposed to get better their second year though? Just saying.
That's my thought.
Just saying.
I mean, there's a sophomore slump for a reason.
That's in high school.
Oh, I've been living it my whole life, baby.
Shit, dude.
Fucking lifer, dude.
That is actually very sick, dude. A lifer.
Yup. Ralph, what you got?
My most improved, I'm going with number 27, Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray. He got a
Okay.
taste
Good one.
of the big light, baby. Came back 3-1 twice. Um, and you know the things he did off the court as well. Very goat-like maneuvers.
Oh, you're talking about him being in my 2K lobby, right?
Yeah. He also he's the player of the people for sure. Um, but yeah, dude, like the flashes that he showed in the bubble was just amazing. Like,
Totally.
I wouldn't say he carried the team, but he definitely was the engine that kind of kept it running. And I'm pretty stoked for Maple Jordan there, Jamal Murray. So that's my pick.
Okay.
I like
I
that.
like it. I I think if he has a year like he was having in the bubble, I think you could put him in contention for like not top 3 in MVP, but that like top 10, top 7 if he's producing as much as he did. I don't know if he'll be most improved player because I think he's already light years above people who would be considered that. So
Mhm.
But
that's
you
just
can
where I'm at.
always get better, baby. You can always get better.
That's true. You got any honorable mentions?
No, not at all.
No. Wow, I love it.
Tyler,
Very
before you
serious.
answer, I would love like pull your mic in and just give Ralph a correct or wrong for his answer, you know?
That's wrong. I mentioned, here's my candidate. I mentioned this last podcast and I'm gonna say it again. I think Gary Trent Jr. is gonna be the most improved player.
Fair, man.
I think he's going to move from being a sophomore in the NBA to potentially the sixth man for the Blazers next year, or I guess this upcoming year. I think if he like continues to kind of ball out like he was in the bubble, like there's no reason for him not to be considered like most improved player. I think his first year, like he wasn't productive, but he comes in the bubble. He's a key player for that run to get into the playoffs, and then he improves on that a little bit more, becomes the sixth man. I think he'll be the most improved player. That's who I got. I think.
Take it. I'm with it.
Wrong.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you, Ralph. Yes.
I'm gonna have to chime in here. No, you're wrong.
Nice, dude.
Oh man, I gotta edit this shit so it doesn't fucking blow someone's speaker up.
Someone's driving, just swerves off the road real quick.
Wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're
Damn, dude.
we're not at fault for any sort of broken speakers or crashed cars. You know what you're getting into by listening to this podcast. So you should have listened to the disclaimer at the beginning of this episode that we will now record and edit and put in.
We gotta like record it and then like triple speed it so it goes really fast. We will take no liability. Blah, blah, blah,
But it was there. You could have slowed it down. It's 2020.
Yeah,
You have the
listened.
capabilities. Have you ever actually done that on like Spotify or Apple Podcasts on accident? Like where you accidentally like speed it up and like everybody's voice sounds like just slightly fucked up and a little bit quick. Have you ever accidentally hit
I
that?
have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very jarring.
Speaking of which, you guys, you know who Jay Mascis is? Dinosaur Jr. If you look at his interviews and like his like rig breakdowns and all that stuff, he talks so slow. And when you set the speed to 1.25, he sounds like Chris from Family Guy.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Damn,
you guys should try it out. It's pretty funny. Actually, he's like talking at real speed, but yeah, just a little.
That's a good tip. It's a good tip, man.
I love that. I am gonna throw an honorable mention out here. I think Kyle Kuzma will be considered.
That's a good one. That's good, man.
I think he'll be in there with talks. I think he's gonna take a lot of the kind of criticism and negativity and also the fear of being traded at the deadline to heart, and I think he'll come out balling for sure. I think that dude's got a lot of potential, and I think he's going to turn all this kind of negativity into something positive. I hope he stays bleach blonde too. I personally like the look.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's do it,
Kuz.
Let's do it, Coos. All right. So let's go over this one more time. So I had Gary Trent Jr. You had Jamal Murray, Ralph.
Yes, sir.
And then Greg, remind me who yours was?
R.J. Barrett.
R.J. Barrett. All right. Let's lock it in here. For our invisible, non-existent producer, make sure you're writing that down.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ralph?
sir. Yep, that's me.
We need to think of a name for this producer so we can be like, God damn it, Corey or some shit.
Larry, dude, Larry.
Larry.
Yeah,
Larry's a good
Go
one.
with Larry. That's a pretty good
Fucking
one.
Larry, man.
So I think
actually Larry
Larry
Nance Jr. That's actually our producer. Yeah, Larry Nance.
I think we should later on after the pod we should take a picture of our list and then we'll post it up on Instagram so everyone can rate us.
Okay,
Sounds
I'll
good.
do it. I'll definitely have to rewrite it, but let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's move on to the sixth man of the year.
Cool.
Ralph, you start us off this time.
Oh baby, I think you know where I'm going with this. Probably not. Alex Caruso, baby.
Nice, dude.
Caruso, baby.
Good shit, man.
I like that.
I hope he's riding the bench so he can be a sixth man. Because he's that good to become a starter. I don't know, man. He's always energetic. He's fun to watch, and it's a game. Basketball's a game of narrative, and you know he's knocking on heaven's doors.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah,
Love it,
Alex
Caruso, baby.
It's a good pick, man. It's a good pick.
I think he's got a lot of potential to kind of be the sixth man, and he's gotten better every year, and he knows that Lakers system really well, and he seems like he's got a really firm position there. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think that sounds like a good pick.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Any honorable mentions?
No.
No.
I'm just one guy, man. That's
It's a good move, man.
Guy.
I'm indecisive.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm very indecisive, and you know what? It's a team sport. Everyone should get an award.
Share the love, man.
Greg, who you got?
Okay, so I don't know if this person's a starter or not. So my guess though is, I didn't think he was a starter, so that's where it's coming from. Was Goran Dragic? Is he starting for the Heat now, or is he sixth man still? Because I know he started in the playoffs, but he didn't start in the regular season. So if I'm gonna go with if he's going back to the regular season and he's not starting, that he's gonna be sixth man. But there's a chance that they might move him to a starter. Where if that's the case, then my other one was Joe Harris on the Nets, because I felt like he could do pretty sick. You know, like he's gonna have his time to shine and like a free floor to run with.
Definitely, that's a good pick. I like that, the Joe Harris pick for sure. Man.
But which one's your pick then?
Yeah, you gotta lock one in.
Just one.
I'm gonna do Joe Harris only because I don't know about Goran Dragic, and you know we're super popular now, so I don't want someone blowing us up in the chat and being like, "He's a fucking starter, dude." So
come on.
But I do gotta shout out Terrence Ross on the Magic though, man, because he's just their spot up shooter. Like he got like 35 in a game last year, and like had like some dumb number of dribbles, kind of like Clay did the other year. So he's just like, that's his only role on the team is to fucking shoot. And if that dude gets hot, like he can kill it. I don't think he's going to be it, but he is a type of player that could win that award in my mind.
Dude, when you said I've got to shout out Terrence Ross, I thought he was listening to the pod and you're just like, I got to shout him out. My boy, Terrence Ross. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, damn. Dude, I got those connections.
Yeah, if you're listening, Greg's a big fan.
True.
Tyler.
So this is who I've got. My sixth man is going to be Jordan Clarkson for the Utah Jazz. I think he's going to put up a lot of numbers. I think he was putting up numbers for Utah as well. I don't think he'll move into that starter role, you know, with Conley and Mitchell kind of eating up those guard positions, but he's a person that's capable of being a starter, but he'll be that sixth man coming off the bench and be the one to kind of lead the offense when like Mitchell and Gobert are off the court. I think with like Montrezl Harrell moving over to like the Lakers and Lou Williams wasn't like as productive as he was like with some of his like past seasons last year. I think this kind of opens up a really good spot for someone like Clarkson, who's clearly capable of being a scorer off the bench. So that's my pick. I think he's gonna have a big year for the Jazz. Also, shout out your bandmate who is pissed about the Jazz hate. This is for him.
Yeah, sorry, Alex. I mean, the Jazz suck.
Yeah, the Jazz do suck, but Jordan Clarkson does not suck, and I think he's going to put up some numbers for them. And get.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm the king of interrupting at this show, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better
You're just
at it.
So excited.
I am. I'm trying to chill out. I need to do that.
That's what basketball does to us.
It gets me pumped, man. But dude, I was looking through the starting lineup for this shit, and the Jazz have that point guard Mike Conley. I think he sucks, dude. Like
he does suck.
Whoa,
fucking sucks, man.
Hot
like
take, dude.
well, dude, I think it was Game 7 versus the Nuggets. It was like right. Didn't they get to a Game 7 with the Nuggets in the playoffs last year in the bubble? I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah,
But I remember watching a game that was like super crucial, and every time this dude had the ball, it was just like you were literally losing this game for the fucking Jazz, man. Like,
dude, he was out like throughout the whole year.
Well, it was just then the playoffs I saw. It was just like I was like, come on, dog. Like he just didn't have that it factor to like lead a team in the playoffs.
Dude, I don't know, dude. In the Grizzlies, he was a monster in the Grizzlies.
He might, I don't know much about that, but he might have been great. But all I know is Mike Conley and the Jazz, and I was just like, not a fan.
Yeah, I originally liked the move when he got traded to the Jazz, because I remember like Mike Conley being really, really good and productive on Memphis. But like even when he was healthy playing for Utah, he never really showed up and never really was the guy that they traded for. You know, I don't think he's a bad player, but I don't think he was what people were expecting him to be and like produce for that team. So.
Dude, it was like the first time where it felt like 4 really good players and then one who was just seriously like a step below him, you know, because the Jazz have some solid players, but it was weird to watch.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like he fits very well in that system.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he fit really well with whatever Memphis was doing while he was there, but something doesn't feel right with Conley there, and I think they're paying a lot of money for someone who doesn't fit in their system.
I think they play a bit too fast for him. Because with Memphis, they slowed everything down, like to a screeching halt. Like, and the Jazz, if they have a fast break, they go for it. So I think he's still acclimating to their style of play. I mean, but dude, it's been 2 years. So he should be used to it by now. But yeah, he's also getting old. So
yeah, he is getting old too. One thing I do want to say for my dark horse candidate for Sixth Man of the Year is Carmelo Anthony.
It's a good one.
I think he has the potential if he's riding the bench for the Blazers. I think he could easily produce enough like points per game to be considered Sixth Man of the Year. So that's just that's my dark horse. But my official is Jordan Clarkson. So
he's not starting though, is he?
Clarkson? Carmelo, no, he's
Carmelo.
Yeah, Melo's coming off the bench, so.
Damn, yeah, that's
so
a good one, man.
I think if he averages like 15 to 20 a game off the bench, like why not make him Sixth Man of the Year?
You think he's gonna get that many minutes to explode for that much?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll be like one of the main scorers on that second unit. Like if it's Dame or CJ, he's going to be the second option coming on that second unit. So
we'll see, man. We'll see.
He's got the braids back. He's got his energy. He's got his mojo.
He doesn't have number 7 though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got the blessing, but then he realized Nike was going to charge too much money to change it. So, but
I think it's a smart move.
He's got the braids. He's going to be in the post just the whole time, and then hitting the fadeaway.
Tyler, can you describe that for our podcast listeners who didn't see that on video?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
he's taking the ball and he's just jabbing it down. He's faking it. And you don't know what is he gonna take you on the dribble? Is he gonna trick you on the dribble? No, that ball's going up. And we all know the ball's going up, but you're still unsure.
And it's not gonna make it inside the basket. It's just gonna go up and airball.
It's going up. We don't know where it's going, but it's going
still
up.
Going. Still going up.
Some say that it never came down. It just kept going. Kept going up. All right, so I got Jordan Clarkson. You had here. Everyone, just say it again. My memory's bad.
Mine is Alex Caruso.
Okay.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris. All right. I like all the picks. I think they all have potential there. Let's move on to a fun one here. Rookie of the Year was such a historically not exciting rookie class compared to past years. I think this Rookie of the Year race will actually be a little bit more interesting because there's not really a clear front runner.
I agree.
So Greg, who you got?
Well, you go first, man. You start.
I go first. All right. I'm gonna go with LaMelo Ball. I think he's going to be the Rookie of the Year. I think he's immediately going to be a starter. He's obviously talented, and he'll have more opportunities to kind of be in the forefront of everything and have a lot of attention. And I think if he puts up numbers, he'll get Rookie of the Year based off the story alone. Yeah, I think. So yeah, that's my pick. Not a very interesting pick, but I think that's what's going to happen.
I agree with it. Honestly,
it makes the most sense. I mean, I have LaMelo as my Rookie of the Year as well, just because the narrative will be there with him. He's leading a bum team into whatever they're gonna do. So yeah, that's my pick. The other Melo.
All right, come on. Can't do that, dude. Yellow Mellow, man. Mellow yellow shit. I got James Wiseman, man. I think he's gonna kill it, dude. Like he's a good fit for that team and what they need right now, man. I think he's gonna fill that hole really well. So that's what I got.
I mean, I know I said LaMelo, but I hope you're right because yeah.
I think he's going to fit great, man. I think LaMelo might be the true winner. No, he won't. It's going to be James Wiseman.
All right.
Double down on it. Gotcha. Yeah.
I just had to think about what I was saying. No, I was right. The whole time I was right.
Here's something I think that could be interesting, though, is Killian Hayes in the Rookie of the Year mix, because Derrick Rose came out and said there is no competition for the starting position. Killian, this is your team. I'm gonna come off the bench and I'm gonna mentor you.
Dude, I took it the other way around. I thought it was this is my fucking team. There's no competition here.
There's no fucking competition. you teeny little rookie. You stupid idiot.
Damn, Derrick Rose a dog, man.
Yeah, this is my team. This is my bum ass team. All right, man. But yeah, I mean, he's handing the keys over to him right away, and it's this is your team. I'm gonna do nothing but get you prepped for the league. And I think that's really big for a young point guard, especially to be mentored by the youngest MVP ever. Mm-hmm. I think he should definitely be in talks for Rookie of the Year if he's able to produce.
Oh, yeah.
And Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose, yeah, he's Rookie of the Year again. But yeah, another one is actually Ball is eligible for Rookie of the Year.
I guess so.
It's a similar situation to Ben Simmons, spending your whole year injured, and whatever he played in the bubble didn't count for his rookie season. So technically he was redshirted the whole year. So he'll technically be a rookie again going into this year, and he's eligible for Rookie of the Year there.
Hell yeah.
So he's another one that could sneak in.
I like that. I got one more honorable one. I would say Obi Toppin for New York.
Okay. I like that.
He's a little older too, man. So he kind of has a little bit more maturity than someone who's 19 or 18. Isn't he 22 or something? Plus he's on New York, dude. They just don't have a lot of assets, man. They're gonna immediately need to use him.
Greg, are you telling me that you're a New York Knicks fan now?
I'm trying to get the podcast listeners prepared for an upcoming episode we got.
We call that foreshadowing.
Thank you.
I call it five shadowing.
Well, we're
Hey.
we're in the part of this list where it's like bad teams getting good, and like getting a little bit better. So the New York Knicks are going to show up at this part, but they're nowhere near the MVP part of this list.
That's true. And you know what? You make a good point too. They've got like Thibodeau as their coach. They have a really solid head coach for once in a while. I think if they can handle his no one's taking breaks, we're practicing every day, you're playing every single minute, yeah, they'll definitely get better. So yeah, I think the Knicks will definitely improve. I think those young guys will improve, at least the ones that are down to work. And I think maybe this will be the first season we actually see some progression for the Knicks. So yeah, I mean, I like the Obi Toppin pick. Plus he's a New York guy. He's from New York City. He's a hometown hero. I think he could be inspired and put up some numbers. So
we will see.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Doo-doo.
So now we're moving into defensive player of the year and MVP, but let's take a step back for a second here, and let's do something fun here. Who do you think is going to be the king of vacation this year? Who's going to take the most time off? Let's say COVID excluded. Who's going to rest the most? Greg, you want to kick us off here?
Yeah, I'm going to go with James Harden. I think if he stays on the Rockets, he is not going to be too motivated. And, if you go to a strip club, you got to take some time off to quarantine. So I'm sure that's going to pop up a couple times throughout the year. So James Harden.
That's a solid choice. Yeah.
It's a real solid pick. Any honorable mentions there?
Klay Thompson.
Dude. That's what I was going to say.
I felt like it might have been too soon, but still.
I mean, that's all he can do. He can just needs to rest.
He's on sabbatical.
Yeah, shit.
Ralph, who you got for us?
The guy that created super teams and created load management, King Baldness himself, LeBron James, baby.
That was gonna be my pick.
Nice.
I think he's gonna be like, I don't really want to play this game. AD, you want to be an MVP? Here, you play this game. I feel like,
dude, totally, that shit's gonna get that.
The reason why is like he's getting old. He needs all the rest he can so he can play with Bronny, dude. So he's just saving his hot bod for his son. Oh, that sounded weird. Save fuck. Larry? Cut that out, Larry.
Yeah, we'll just beep that out there.
But I think he's just, saving his legs. How about that? To play ball with his son. So, yeah.
There you go. I like it. Okay, so LeBron James is going to be my pick, so I'm going to have to pivot here. I'm going to go with Jared Dudley for King of Vacation.
Damn.
I think he's not going to play at all, and his vacation is going to be at the end of the bench.
Honestly, dude, I think you win, dude.
Wait, what do you count as a vacation though? Like not playing, like not getting.
Well, check this out. Check this out. He gets to go to a different city every other day. He gets to eat whatever foods he wants every other day.
Sounds like
he doesn't have to work, right? He's not playing a minute. He just gets to hang out. His only obligation is just showing up for 40 minutes and clapping. Then he gets to do whatever he wants after that. Jared Dudley is on vacation for 82 games. So that's my pick for King of Vacation.
I'm going with fucking Tyler. He won. With that notion, though, isn't JJ Barrera or whatever the fuck his name is on the Mavs? Isn't he doing something similar? Like he signed to 1 year and he's not playing?
Yeah, he got waived. So he basically got $2 million just to show up to not show up to practice camp, which is awesome. Good for him.
That dude is fucking second up vacation king to Jared Dudley then.
Yup.
Did you guys see the videos circulating of him just thanking the Mavs and dude, he was in tears saying that the best organization. It was just very. When I see a grown man cry, I also cry a little.
Fair, man.
Maybe
That's
because I'm looking at the mirror when I'm doing it. So
yeah, that's usually my thing is I'm sobbing and I catch a glimpse of myself sobbing and it makes it worse.
Got to.
All right, so King of Vacation, LeBron James. We got honorable mention Klay Thompson. Who was your actual pick?
James Harden.
James Harden. I like the James Harden one. I think he's being told no, he can't be traded, so he's gonna go to a lot of strip clubs. There's no stopping him now.
He's fucking off all year long.
All right.
And you got Jared Dudley though.
Jared
JD,
Dudley,
baby,
JD.
How are we gonna
vacation?
How are we gonna measure this though? Like,
so these ones don't count. I would say the fun ones. This is just for purely enjoyment of the sport.
boo.
If you want to figure out a way to track it, more power to you. But I think these ones are just to enjoy, just to sit down and relax and look at something we like, you know.
Well, we'll just ask Larry to make us an edit of people vacationing.
Yeah. Mr. Dudley, if you're listening, please send in your vacation photos to secretjocks@gmail.com.
Damn. Very
tight.
Dude, first Terrence Ross and now Jared Dudley.
Yeah, we're doing it.
We're making the fucking D-list circuit, baby.
Hey, they're A-listers in my eyes. All right. Well, let's get back.
You need new glasses, dude.
Yeah, these are actually fake, so
just poke yourself in the eye.
Yeah.
There's no fucking lenses in there.
Hey, there's nothing. Okay, let's get back to the regular list. So I think we'll do defensive player of the year next here. Ralph, kick us off here.
Jrue Holiday, baby.
That was my choice.
Small guy. Okay,
dude,
choice, man.
Small boy. I mean, it's been a while since they've had a guard as a defensive player of the year. It's always big guys, but I saw a clip of him guarding Giannis, and did a great job. He's always been a defensive player, so my vote's for him, man. I hope he does well, even though his brother has more championship than he does.
Well, maybe this is the year he gets his first.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
I think he's gonna do good, man. That was my vote too.
Nice.
So you're both. We can write you down for both Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, but I want to hear Greg's.
Yeah, I'll do.
I want to hear.
Yeah,
Greg's.
I'm gonna do a pivot. Yeah.
No.
Well,
like, I want to hear your point of view. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I just think he's a great defender, man. I think he's on the Bucks. I think they need someone defense heavy. My other one was, Rudy Gobert. That'd be my other one, I think. But he wins it all the time, man. I just think he's a defensive-minded player who's gonna step it up on the Bucks.
I like it. I think it's a good pick. I think I'd like to see Jrue. It'd be cool to see a small guy get it, but I think this is the year Anthony Davis gets it. I think he was close. You know, this upcoming or this last year when Giannis got it. I think he's going to come in with a little like chip on his shoulder after winning the chip. I think Anthony Davis is kind of the defensive anchor on that Lakers team as well. And if they end up the number one seed with like a really good record, and he's the guy making it happen on the defensive end, I think it would be hard not to pick him for defensive player of the year. So the Brow himself is getting defensive player of the year, in my opinion.
Is JaVale and Dwight? Dwight's gone. Is JaVale gone too?
Yeah, he's gone too. They're both in the East now. Yeah.
So it's like Davis, they're big right now, or do they have someone else they got? No,
they got
Marc
Gasol.
Yeah.
Damn,
Gasol.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah, because Davis is great at rim protecting, man. That's a good choice.
Yeah. So I think he's going to be defensive player of the year. I think he'll get it. I think it'll probably be similar. Like Davis, Giannis. I think Jrue will be up there too if he can produce some good defensive numbers. Probably Gobert he'll be in the mix as always. I think Embiid might be top 5 this year as well. I think he's decent defensive player. I think he'll be a little more hungry in the East. So
Kawhi is going to be in there too. He'll be there.
yeah,
somewhere.
that's true.
Paul
Yeah,
George.
Paul George.
But the defense is just him missing the shot by himself.
Actually, here's an honorable mention is the side of the backboard.
Yeah, nice.
That's gonna be runner up. It's gonna be Anthony Davis side of the backboard.
Nice, dude.
And then third is gonna be any shot outside of 27 feet.
Bad shot, dude. It's a bad shot.
That's a bad shot. Yeah, that's yeah. So let's go through it. Anthony Davis. We had
Drew Holiday, both of us.
and Drew Holiday. Yeah, pretty good. I think it could go either way, honestly, with that. I think it'll be interesting.
The media has, they always pick the bigs, and everyone's saying like there's going to be a renaissance period when they're going to be picking guards and smaller players. So I think it might be the year they'll be flipping. There's weird shit happening throughout this whole world.
What is the criteria for defensive player of the year? I never actually understood that.
Your defensive rating. I don't think stats matter the most because Draymond won it when someone else is like the block leader and steals leader. I think it's your defensive rating, and that's it.
Yeah,
got it.
I think I think if there's gonna be a small guard to win it, it would be Drew. Like he's such a good defensive player. But I think the case for Anthony Davis is that he can guard almost anybody. Like 1 through 5. He's quick on the perimeter. He's obviously giant in the paint. Like he's got a massive wingspan. He's pretty quick for his size. He's not like Giannis fast, but he's still like effective. And like when you've got somebody who's like 7 foot, you can guard a small guy no problem. Like it's hard not to pick a dude like that for defensive player of the year. And that's why Giannis won. Like he gets a ton of blocks. He can move around the perimeter if he needs to. So I like Drew as a pick, and I think he'll be in the mix. But I think when you're looking at someone like Davis, who's kind of just an athletic freak, like you gotta go with that. But Drew is in the weaker East, weaker East, and he'll look a lot better than he did in the West. The West, we got the West and the West.
So also, like people would be watching Giannis to do it again in terms of defensive player of the year. That they're gonna watch the Bucks more. And that would benefit Drew Holiday as well.
That's fair.
I'm just hoping Drew would win it.
Hell yeah, man.
I like it. All right.
I dig it.
I dig it too. I hope he wins. Like I would rather see Drew win over Anthony Davis, but I think Anthony Davis is just too good. Sweet. Let's go into a fun one before we cap it off with our MVP here. Let me find it. Greg, do you remember what the question was?
I do. We got 2 other ones to do. Well, I think we got like 3 other ones, right? This one, let's do the best bench hype man. Who is the one on the sideline that is hyping shit up?
Tyler, you should go first, man.
He should definitely go first.
Does it have to be a starter or a bench person? Like, can it be anybody who is hype on the bench?
Anyone. It could be a coach, dude.
I'm gonna go with D'Angelo Russell. I think he has some of the best like bench dance moves. We all saw him on the Nets. We all saw how fun it was. He brought that energy to the Warriors for a sec. I think he's going to bring that kind of fun, kind of hype energy, doing TikTok dances during the whole game. He's going to be doing this. He's going to bring back the whip and the nay-nay. It's going to be great. I think I think D'Lo is one of the most fun people to watch on the bench. He's so young and he's really invested in whatever team he's on, and he's going to give you that kind of energy you need to kind of spark that second unit.
So it's D'Lo and the Timberwolves. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going D'Lo and the Timberwolves. You got Ricky Rubio and D'Lo. They're gonna be salsa dancing. They're gonna salsa dance on the bench. It's gonna be great.
Love it.
Ralph, who you got?
Um, I am kind of biased here, but Kent Bazemore and the Warriors, baby.
Nice, man.
Dude, Warriors made everything fun in terms of shooting threes. They made this little shotgun three a fun thing to do when someone's shooting
That's
while the ball's in the air.
nice.
Kent Bazemore, he's just a fun guy, dude. I seriously think
He is fun.
I seriously think when like the We Believe Warriors kind of ended and he came to the team with Steph, I feel like they instilled like fun into that, the culture and the bench. So I think he's gonna do it, dude. He's gonna take it to the top.
I love it, man.
Best celebrations.
I
I
like
love
it.
it.
He was fun on the Blazers last year for a bit. I really enjoyed him on the bench. Greg, who you
Oh,
got?
yeah. I got Myers Leonard on the Miami Heat, man.
Yeah,
He was fucking fun, dude.
another former Blazers bench rider who was really fun. So I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Big swole shit. In the
Wait.
fucking
Let me
bubble
let
and
me put
stuff.
you in frame, dude. Let me put you in frame. Do it again.
I'm Myers Leonard. And then he also like shotgunned the beer, which I thought was fucking tight in the bubble.
Yeah,
Was
that
it a Coors
sick.
Light, dude? It was a Coors Light, right?
It was a black ice, I think, right? A 13%.
Yeah, it was camo black ice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's fun, man. He's my choice.
That's a good one. I like that. He is really fun on the bench too. I like Bazemore. I like all these picks. They should just all be on the bench on the same team.
Dude, they should just have like a dance off, like a hype off, like bring it on, dude.
Fucking tight.
Hell yeah. All right. Here's another good one. I think this will maybe spark some debate. Who's going to be the fashion icon of the NBA? Greg, you want to start us off here?
Yeah. Shit. Well, when you said fashion icon of the NBA, like of the face of the NBA, that probably takes away from my pick. But DeAndre Jordan of the Nets, he looks fly, man. I don't know. I've seen photos and like just enough times where I'm like, this is a dude who can kind of hold himself together. But not the icon of the NBA. But that's still my choice, DeAndre Jordan.
Fucking rad, dude.
I like it. Yeah, he's a sharp dressed man.
A tall man.
He is a tall
very
man.
tall man.
You could say that about anybody in the NBA.
Shout out to DJ out there. You're tall, man.
Hey, shout out to all the tall guys in the NBA. We see you and we appreciate you. Ralph, who's your fashion icon?
I might be breaking rules here, but I'm sticking with it, man. He's gonna take it from the streets all the way to the bench. He's gonna be wearing that suit the whole time. Klay Thompson, baby.
Nice, dude. That flip phone, man.
Dude,
I like it.
He's gonna be wearing that suit all the way to the bench, dude. Even mid-game, he's a fashion icon, dude.
Love it.
I love it. Hey, this might be controversial, but I'm gonna go with Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Where I don't like all of his outfits. I will be the first to admit that, but I appreciate that he takes the risks. You know what? Because he's out there, he's putting together fits, whether they're good or they're not. He's out there being brave and doing it. So Brody, you're my guy. You're my fashion icon. Never afraid to try something new. He's my guy for this pick.
I would like to go on.
No. That's you. I interrupt too much.
Oh. I just wanted to see that pectoral shirt again. Just like the cutoff right here. It's like, dude.
Yup.
That was something.
It was something. You know, he's whether they're good or not, he's pulling up like he's on a runway.
It's great. I bought a few.
Yeah.
Like $300 each shows.
It's nothing, dude.
Heavier set guys shouldn't wear it for sure.
I gotta say, Russell's kind of the only correct answer here, in my opinion. Like, I didn't put him because I felt like him and Harden were like the two big ones in that world, you know, like always dressing sharp. But Russell's shit. Sorry.
No, go on.
Well, Russell is just so out there with his shit, and that's like kind of what fashion is, you know. It's like trying new shit. So.
Well, there's also Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, that was my runner-up.
Kelly Oubre as well.
D'Lo's good.
Yeah, D'Lo. You got to mention Serge Ibaka with his giant ass
scarf, dude.
Yep.
I love it. It's sick.
That is swag.
So shout out to all the basketball players that wear clothes on their way to the locker room.
That's true.
We see you.
If you're tall and you wear a shirt, hats off to you, man.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's just take that off there.
Damn.
Dude, I was about to remove my hat that I'm not wearing, so
that's off to you, tall sirs.
So far we've shouted out NBA players with shirts on, and then also tall NBA players, correct?
With shirts on as well.
Nice.
With shirts on. Yep. So we're hitting a large demographic here. So.
And also Terrence Ross too.
And
Terrence Ross.
And Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley.
Yeah.
All right. So one last kind of fun one before we hit the big one. Who's gonna have the biggest ego in the NBA this year?
Tyler,
Greg?
you take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the easy way out. I'm gonna say James Harden. Yeah. I think he's gonna try to force his way out. I think he's gonna go to every strip club in every city. I think he's gonna be the first NBA player to have COVID 3 times. I think he's gonna get every strain of COVID possible.
I love it.
So he could just not play.
1 through 19, he'll get it.
Yep. He might even get 20. He might be the first COVID 20 case. But here's a hot take though. I think he's gonna win Finals MVP because he'll be immune to every strain of COVID. He'll be the last man standing, and I think maybe that's kind of his tactic here. And it's all because of his big ego. So James Harden is my biggest ego, and I think it's gonna play in his favor.
Love it, man. Love it.
Ralph, who you got?
We mentioned him earlier in the show. He's a young kid, 19 years old. Tyler Herro, dude. I think he's going to have a huge... I mean,
that's a good answer.
As a rookie, he was already egotistical in terms of like how cocky he was on the court. I mean, he backed it up. It fed his fire of becoming more cocky. I think, Tyler Herro is going to take that next step to become really the NBA, the face of the NBA's egotistical player.
Yeah, they're going to make him the logo. It's going to be the snarl.
Just
yep.
There's a big old snarl. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that.
I like that one. That's a really good answer, actually, man. It's a good one.
The black Duncan Robinson. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, fuck. Well, for my answer, I hope I don't get any hate for this from you, Ralph, but I'm going with Kelly Oubre. I think that he's stepping into the Golden State Warriors, and I think also that it's kind of not the biggest ego in the NBA, but the most inflated, like bigger than last year. Like he's just going to such a bigger market team. He's needing a role with like some real deal. Like fucking Steph Curry's like one of the best ever, man. So he's on a winning team, man. Like I think there's no way that gets to his head at least a little bit. We're gonna see some teams.
I welcome this.
He's gonna do some fucking slam dunks and do that fucking headbutt shit, and that's gonna pop up way more.
I wish that is a 2K celebration. Like
I'm surprised it's not.
That'd be sick.
Ronnie, shout you out. If you can put that in the game.
That'd be great.
Please.
I'll buy a PS5 if you put that in the game. All right, man.
Yeah. Do you also have PS5s for sale?
We're actively looking. I've taken 4 L's this week. I took 2 L's in one day. It sucked. This is an anti-Sony podcast now. Y'all really have made my week tough.
Yeah. We're playing Switches now. We're playing Nintendo.
Yup, I'm playing 2K on my Switch now. That's it. I'm done. Okay, let's get to the grand finale here. The award everyone's been waiting for. You read the description of this podcast. You said I'll get through all these other dumbass awards just to hear what these 3 guys who don't know much about basketball think for this award. The most valuable player, the MVP, the big dog on the NBA campus. Ralph, why don't you start us off here?
Big dog.
I think he's gonna get his third MVP this year, and he has to if he wants to win. Steph Curry, baby, the fate of the world, dude. One shot, death beam pointed at Earth. I'm gonna have Steph Curry take that shot.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think he's gonna blow up. I mean, he's the only guy on his team that could really explode for 30, 40 if he wants to, and I think he's gonna take that chance because he knows that he's number one there now. I feel like when Clay was around or playing, he would put Clay into consideration, like sharing it with him. But now I think he's going to be a little bit more selfish with his shot selection, which by all means, dude, take it because he can make it. Like, he's efficient outside, inside, mid range. Like, dude, he's gonna toss up some great numbers. So, Steph Curry, don't let me down, boy. Shout you out.
I like it.
Great
I like
answer,
it.
man.
Fair pick.
Tyler,
Greg, you want to? Okay, I'll go. I'm gonna go with Western Conference final or rival Damian Lillard.
You dog.
Last year, the only the second or third person in NBA history to score three or do 360-point games in a regular season. I think if he averages 30 points or more per game, brings the Blazers top 3 seed, I think he's MVP. I think it's similar to Steph, where he's like the main dude who can score. If they're in the top of the conference, no reason why not. Dame Lillard, it's Dame time, baby. He's in his prime. Let's go.
I think living in Oregon had made you do too many drugs, dude. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Yeah, the only drug is Toyota days in McMinnville, Oregon. The Damian Lillard Toyota.
Toyota Thon. That's Honda days.
Sorry, man.
That was their sponsor, dude.
I'm fucked up on Toyota Thon.
Fucked up on Toyota right now, guys.
Yeah. I've been inhaling the carbon-free emissions from a Toyota Prius for the last 45 minutes. I've been pumping in through here. It's a pipeline from McMinnville, Damian Lillard Toyota McMinnville to my house. It's great.
Good callback. I love it, man. Love it.
Yep. So yeah, he's my MVP. I think he actually, all jokes aside, I think he has a real shot of being a contender
I do agree with that.
for MVP this year. The Blazers look so much better. Dame is still the dude. He's in his prime. If there's a shot for him to get MVP, it's this year. So that's my pick. I'm a little bit biased.
I agree with it, man. You are a little bit biased, but I will allow this one.
Wait.
Both of you are biased.
Hey, Greg, let me guess.
Markel Fultz.
Fultz over Vooch?
I'm just kidding.
Damn,
sorry. That was a good one though, Ralph. Doo-doo. No, guys, I got your guys' least favorite NBA player after last episode. I got Luka Doncic. You guys do not like this guy, I'm realizing.
No, dude, I love Luka. What are you talking
fucking
about?
hate Luka.
No, we're just saying that he can't carry a team without someone else helping him. That's all.
He's too young. He's too young.
He got stripped, like his team got stripped down to just the bare minimum of just him. I mean, Seth.
You are right. But
look, if this was the MVP of Fortnite, I'd be with you for sure.
No, that's Gordon Hayward, dude.
Oh, you're right.
He's a gamer, dude.
League of Legends, that's his.
Is Luka a League of Legends dude? Is that what you're saying?
No. Gordon Hayward's a League of Legends dude.
Really?
Luka
nerd,
famous.
Dude.
This is some
Luka
nerd shit. That's
famously,
fun, but damn.
Yeah, look at the hair. Of course,
I
he's
had no
playing
idea.
League. Luka, his first year in the NBA after he got drafted, because like the EuroLeague goes so late, they didn't like have him come to Dallas and report to training camp in the summer just to rest him. So he just spent his time in the summer hanging out on a yacht playing Fortnite the whole time.
That's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, Luka rocks, man. I love him.
So yeah, I didn't mean to throw the hate towards y'all. I was just I listened to our past episode like a fucking dork, y'all. But I listened there and I was like, how are Tyler and Ralph just fucking throwing shade at the Mavs so much? That's all I'm taking away. That's all I'm saying. But Luka, that's my choice for it, man. I think he's incredible, man. I think that even if he doesn't carry the Mavs, I think that he's going to do enough on his own to put up those numbers, you know. And like he has enough attention on him at this age. Like I would consider it. Like I'd even say the media would put him in the running already. You know, like he's probably top 5. Like, but the season hasn't even started. You know.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. He definitely is going to be preseason top 5, no doubt. And I think he is a dude that can produce and will produce. But I think right now the West is so stacked and the Mavs are so weak
True.
because they lost a lot of core players that made them very good. I don't see Luka being able to carry that, especially with like Porzingis out for the whole year. It's going to be another year with like a young, like Luka having everything on his shoulders again. I don't think he'll produce the numbers needed to be MVP.
I'd agree with that. I guess so Westbrook, he's won MVP before, right? And they didn't go
Mm-hmm.
to the championship or the finals or anything. What
No.
is it? Is it just like stats through the season? Is that what gets
Mm-hmm.
you the MVP?
Yeah, regular season. Yeah.
I think it's the narrative more than anything. So
Mhm.
like I would say, Luca and Steph will have a bigger media
Like a story built around him,
spotlight,
kind of,
or yeah, exactly.
right?
Because Clay's gone, Clay's hurt, KP is hurt for Luca. Like, and if they produce numbers, yeah, of course they're gonna be like, yeah, these guys are doing great because their help is basically hurt. So it's definitely the media. It's definitely narrative. That's
That's what I
why Damian
figured.
Lillard would not win the MVP this year because his team is stacked, dude. Like if they're
Yeah, but
winning teams, like
you don't think like bringing a team who barely made the 8th seed last year and got swept in the first round brings them to the top of the conference with like 30 points or more on a stacked team though.
dude, it doesn't matter how many points you like make a game. Like it matters how your team is winning and how you're acquiring those wins.
But Dame is kind of like the darling of the NBA right now, right? Like he had a breakout season last year. He became kind of more of a popular face in the NBA. He got his first like NBA 2K cover. Like Steph's an old head as far as like
They're the same
MVPs goes.
age.
I know they're the same age, but he's been in the spotlight more. You know what I mean?
Because he's
And
good.
he is good. I'm not denying that. But this is a dude that is finally getting the recognition for what he's capable of. And I think maybe a first time MVP candidate who's bringing his team, who hasn't won a championship since 77, into true contenders would be a little bit more interesting than a team that's won 3 NBA championships and he's finally producing on his own without Clay. I think it's a little more interesting in my opinion.
I don't know, man. Like you have CJ too. Like let's say,
but this isn't a dude that's never been an all-star. You still got Draymond
he
Green,
was
who's been
an
an
all-star.
all-star.
I mean,
Yeah. Dame's the only all-star on that team.
If you put Luka against Dame, same wins, and obviously the same conference, people would look at Luka a lot more than Dame.
That's fair because it's the age. But if you're putting
not
Steph
the age,
against,
like it's like, I guess it's just because he's by himself. Like the Trailblazers, they're loaded. Like you score points because your other teammates are busy because they have defenders on them. Like you don't score points just because you score points. You score points because other defenders are busy thinking about other players in the team. I'm just saying that Damian Lillard has a lot of help this year, and if that amounts to team wins, that would take away from his MVP race. That's just my point.
I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I think I disagree with it.
Wrong.
I guess we'll see.
If that were the case, then Damian Lillard should have been higher up in the MVP voting last year. He had 30 points a game. He brought a team that shouldn't have made the playoffs into the playoffs, that still had CJ, that had Nurk for the end of it, that still had like players that could produce numbers, but that wasn't taken into account.
No, because they count the MVP in the regular season, not the bubble or
Yeah,
not the
but
postseason.
it wasn't just the bubble. I mean, Luka had the same situation, but he got more votes than Damian Lillard with less points per game, with a higher seed. I don't know. I think you're wrong there.
Fuck yeah, guys. You guys
I,
should
I,
fight.
I guess we'll see, right? I mean,
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, okay, so I got a question then. So with that said, how much does winning matter in the MVP race? Like, could you be an MVP on like a worst team in the NBA? Like, is that
No.
even possible?
I
Like,
mean,
there's some narrative to it.
I don't think so. I mean, you have to win
that's why he
in
didn't
order.
win last year, because his team was in the ninth place.
You're
Like,
talking about Damian Lillard not
yeah,
winning the
yeah,
MVP race, right?
yeah. If his team was, top seed, yeah, I think he would have won it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, with like the like Blazers and the Mavs had an almost like pretty close
I agree with
like
that.
record at the end of the regular season before the bubble. It was just a couple games apart. I think Dame produced more with less than Luka did. And if we're trying to compare, like, this is all even, like Luka and Dame end with the same like record and stuff like that, but you think Luka gets a little more recognition because he did it with less, then you should say the same thing about Dame last year, who did it with less, who was a couple games behind Dallas, and Dame had like no help last year.
But they didn't win last year, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
But the Mavs didn't win last year either.
No,
So
that's what I'm saying.
but
Neither of
but
those teams won.
yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of like voting, right? So you're saying that people would vote for Luka over Dame because he did it with less, though Dame did it with less last year and it still didn't happen.
Because Luka is like less than 30 years old, man.
Yeah.
He has that flair too.
So the narrative is the age there then, which you said it wasn't.
I would say popularity. Like,
but Dame's one of the most popular players in the NBA right now.
But Luka is a rising star. Everyone, all eyes on him.
Yeah, because he's young, right?
Yeah, but Dame has been doing it, for a long time, and gets overshadowed. Luka came to the scene, and he's brighter. Like,
for sure. But you could say Luka's been a professional just as long as Dame in the grand scheme of things, can't you? He's played professionally in Europe since he was a kid.
Do you watch Europe basketball? No, you watch the NBA. Like, that's when we saw him, is when he's great. Like,
yeah, but he played NBA players when he was like 16 or 15.
So are you saying, well, yeah, he did win an MVP over there too, huh?
Did he really?
But yeah. But what I'm saying is that, like, okay, you're saying because he's a rising star, because he just came into the league, the narrative is that he's young and producing. So it doesn't really matter what he's producing. It's just the fact that he's young and able to produce. And that's why he's getting more votes.
Yeah, the narrative behind everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So so it's the narrative of this one is that he's young. It's his age, not necessarily that he's doing it with the same amount of help that Dame did last year.
He's doing it. Like, he produces numbers. Like, that's why he's shiny, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, Zion was also not in the talks, but like, he produced big numbers and all eyes was on him. I guess what I'm saying is Dame has been doing the same thing. Like, he's great. Every year he's been playing. Like, I think the media kind of overlooks him just because it's consistently Damian Lillard every year. Yeah, I mean, how many? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you, man. Yeah, I personally think it's the age for Luka. I think it's just someone coming into the league and just being incredible, and also just such a well-rounded player, and like being so confident in the league like that. Like, I don't know, Tyler Hero, he might be the only other person who's jumped right into the league and had that confidence, like, where it's like, that dude looks like a fucking vet, you know?
John Morant, dude. I mean,
actually,
I guess,
oh my God.
John Morant.
Yeah, dude, totally, man.
Ja kind of fizzled out the end of the season there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
But
that
he's
one
a
bummed me
young
out
kid.
still. Yeah.
I think John Morant could be a candidate for most improved player too. If you're looking if you're looking at the Pascal Siakam thing where he was a candidate who was already really good last year and won it and got even better was candidate, I think you can consider John Morant in that as well.
And that one is straight stats, right? Like it is 1 year to the next, how much your stats improve over the season. Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, we got a good heated debate out of this.
That was the first for the pod. I love it. Dude. I love it.
That was good.
It doesn't really matter about Luka and Damian Lillard. I mean, Steph's gonna win, so who cares? Right?
Jared Dudley's gonna win it. Coming off the bench, the most valuable player doesn't have to be about stats, right? It could be purely from morale. If he's the most valuable person on that team, and if he misses a game and they lose, but they win when he's on the bench, Jared Dudley.
It doesn't matter how you contribute, but
right.
Honestly, you're onto something. If they're gonna pay someone to not play a whole year, they're pretty valuable, man. So
there's something there. Yeah. You should really consider that.
Well, like I saw an article where they were like saying that they're keeping him because of what he does for practice. Like he analyzes the tapes. I mean,
he grabs the balls.
He polishes them. But yeah, I guess he's like a great like practice guy. So that's something you want.
I mean, that's crucial. I think. I mean, that's why like what's his name on the Heat, who's been there forever, like Udonis
Haslam. Yeah, Haslam.
Yeah, Haslam. Like they keep paying him because he does something for the team and the chemistry and the culture. Like you need somebody who is kind of that old head vet who's been around forever that understands everything in the NBA. So yeah, no, I get it. Well, I think we did it. I think that's an episode.
Yeah.
That's the first ever hot takes, dude.
Yep.
We got
it. Some disagreeing takes here. I love it. This is what we're looking for. If you got some more disagreeing takes, hit us up at secretjocks@gmail.com or follow us on any of the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
But if your take disagrees with mine, then fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah. If your take disagrees with Greg, you're getting a block from this IG account called Stuntmaster G. Nice. Follow it if you agree. Don't follow it if you disagree.
Shit.
Ralph,
I got nothing.
Ralphie, got anything to plug?
Stuntmaster G was already. You know what? Fuck it. The official Spicy Boy.
Ooh.
First time ever, baby. The official Spicy Boy.
I think you did it in the first step.
Oh, I did. No, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Dude.
Stuntmaster G.
Nice.
Stuntmaster G. Stuntmaster G. You got any things you want to plug?
I want us to get some new people to play 2K with. So the three of us have a pro-am team called Secret Jocks Podcast. Let's fucking play some basketball. Let's play some 2K. It sounds fun as shit. So
yeah, we're all on PS4 right now.
If anyone has PlayStation 5s, like please
hit us up and we'll give you our shipping address and you can send it over.
Nice.
Like we're not looking for like a handout. We're looking for those handout of the links, baby. Way before it goes public.
I would like a handout though. If you're giving away free PS5, I will take.
I'm also okay. Yeah, I'll take that too. I'm not ashamed.
Well, I guess me too. Yeah. All three of us will like a PlayStation 5.
3 handouts, please.
$1,500, please.
Yeah, fuck.
All right. Well, that's a wrap here. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace, y'all.
Later.
Peace.